Are you going to be home this weekend?
This weekend? Why do you ask?
I just got a new shelf, and it's supposed to arrive sometime this weekend. I was hoping you could help me put it together.
Sorry, I can't. I got work.
Oh, you have to work this weekend too? I see. I just thought we'd spend some time together. It's already been 3 days since I've seen you. How are you holding up?
It's been hectic. My work schedule is jam-packed, you know that.
I know. It just seems like we barely see each other these days. We're down to meeting maybe half the week, if we're lucky. Some weeks, I barely even see you once or twice, and I didn't think it would be this way when we got married. It feels like I'm back to seeing you as infrequently as I did when we were just dating.
It can't be helped. My job requires a lot of travel. It's just the way it is.
I understand that, but don't you think this is a little extreme? It's honestly gotten to the point where I'm starting to worry. Have you thought about maybe switching jobs? If you could find something else, then maybe you wouldn't need to travel as often, and we could have more time together. Or at least, could you consider asking to reduce the number of trips?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. I'm not gonna change jobs just because of that. And you know I can't go to my boss and demand fewer trips. I've just landed an important position at the company, and it comes with responsibilities.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought we talked about this before, didn't we? I told you that my job involves a lot of travel, and I might not be home as much as we'd both like. You knew that when you married me, didn't you?
I did, and I understand that. It's just that, lately, things feel different. It's not just the trips, it's how you're acting when you're home, too. You're constantly on your phone, messaging people, taking calls in private. I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
What are you saying? Are you trying to accuse me of something?
No, I'm not accusing you. But even my sister thinks there's something unusual about how little time you're spending at home and how you're glued to your phone all the time. She's even mentioned that it seems odd to her.
I'm just messaging my boss and discussing work matters. There's nothing going on behind your back. Why would you go and tell your sister all this?
Because if I wanted her opinion, she's just looking out for me, that's all.
The reason I'm not around more often is really just work, you know? Your sister thinks I'm having an affair or something? That's absurd! She's just jealous that you got married before she did, and now she's filling your head with nonsense.
That's not true. Cassidy isn't like that. She's genuinely concerned about me.
Maybe so, but she's meddling, plain and simple. I've told you that my work is demanding, and now you're doubting me? I don't need that on top of everything else. Can we please not add to the stress I'm already under?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You have to trust me, Izzy. Don't you love me?
Of course I love you.
Then believe me when I say that I would never do something like that to hurt you. I'm hurt that you would think I might.
I'm really sorry.
Let's do this. I'll make sure to take my next day off so we can spend time together, just the two of us. Maybe go on a date like we used to.
I'd like that.
I know I've been out of the house a lot recently, and that probably made you feel uncertain. But please understand, I'm doing this for us. This job, it's what helps me support the life we have together.
Izzy, are you all right? Have you been able to sleep? I'm starting to worry that all this is affecting you too. I'm okay, but I'm more worried about Morgan. Are you able to get any rest? To be honest, not much. And lately, I haven't really felt like eating. Every time I sit down to a meal, I just feel like I don't have an appetite. I understand. You're worried about Morgan, aren't you? This whole situation is exhausting, especially when you don't know what's really going on. When things are up in the air like this, it's natural to feel anxious and stressed. Ever since you told me you thought there was a chance Morgan might be cheating, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. My mind just keeps going in circles, wondering if it's true, if he's hiding something. Hey, I'm sorry if I made things worse. That wasn't my intention at all. No, Cassidy, don't apologize. I know you were just looking out for me, and I'm glad you said something. It would have been worse if I stayed in the dark, suspecting something but not having anyone to talk to about it. But the truth is, I was sure of it. I thought, from everything you were telling me about how Morgan has been behaving, that he had to be guilty of something. The signs all seem to point in that direction. Do you really think that's what it is? It's just that Morgan, for all his faults, is a kind person. I don't want to believe he'd betray me like that. If he really is cheating, though, can you forgive him? I mean, don't you deserve to know the truth, regardless of how much it hurts? No, you're absolutely right. I just feel scared. I'm afraid that if I find out he really has been unfaithful, it will be the end of everything we've built. That's what terrifies me the most. That's exactly why I went ahead and started investigating for you. I didn't want you to face this alone. So, do you want to know what I found out, or do you want to leave it for now? You already have the results of the investigation? Yes, but if you're not ready, I won't push you. You can choose when and if you want to hear the results. No, I think I need to know. I've been walking on eggshells, not knowing where things stand, and it's tearing me up inside. Cassidy, I'm sorry for putting this burden on you, though. What do you mean, sorry? You have nothing to apologize for. Because I've made you do all this investigating on my behalf. You didn't have to go this far for me. I know it must have been a hassle. Not at all. I started by looking into things myself, but when it got more complicated, I hired a professional investigator. You don't have to feel guilty. I was glad to do this for you. Thank you, Cassidy. Really, you're a great sister. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Please, just tell me what you found. All right, to give it to you straight, Morgan isn't having an affair. There's no evidence that he's been cheating on you. What? Really? Oh, thank goodness. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Yes, but Izzy, I need you to hear me out until the end, okay? What do you mean? Is there more to it? It's difficult to say this, but here goes. Morgan may not be having an affair, but he's actually married. Married? What are you talking about? Of course he's married. He's married to me. Cassidy, what are you trying to say? No, Izzy, he's married to another woman. Legally, he's never been married to you. I'm so sorry. That can't be true. We're married. We even had the ceremony, and I handed him the marriage documents to file. There's no way. Remember, Izzy, you gave him the marriage papers, but you didn't go with him to file them together, did you? No, we both had a lot going on at the time. It was hard to find a day we were both available. But Morgan said he wanted to submit the documents as soon as possible, so he went to file them alone. He even told me it was all done. Exactly. That was part of his plan. He made sure your schedules would not align so that he could go alone and file the paperwork. In reality, I think he never filed them at all. He must have tossed them out or done something to make sure you two were never legally married. This can't be happening. So does that mean all those times he wasn't coming home, he was actually... Yes, he's been living a double life, Izzy. When he's not with you, he's at his legal wife's home. It's devastating, I know. And here's the hardest part to hear. As far as the law is concerned, you're the other woman. What? That can't be right. You're saying I'm the mistress? I'm afraid so. That's how his wife would see it if she knew about you. In her eyes, you're the one disrupting her marriage. No, this isn't happening. There has to be a mistake somewhere. I wish it were, but this is the truth. The investigator I hired checked everything thoroughly. There's no room for doubt. I see. How could I have been so blind? Honestly, if he'd just been cheating on me, I think it would have been easier to bear. This feels like a nightmare I can't wake up from. I'm furious, Izzy. My sister, someone I love and respect, was deceived by a man who didn't deserve her. We can't just let him get away with this. He deserves to face the consequences for what he's done to you. I understand. I feel so betrayed, Cassidy. I want to lash out, scream, anything to release this anger. But at the same time, I feel so confused, like I don't even know where to begin. Let's make sure he doesn't get away with this. I'll help you every step of the way. Let's make him regret the day he decided to deceive you. You don't deserve this. Cassidy, I feel terrible for dragging you into this mess. What are you talking about? Don't think that way. You are my sister, and I'll do anything for you. Together, we'll make him pay for what he did. You're right. I can't let this slide. I've been wronged, and I need to stand up for myself. I want to fight back, Cassidy. That's the spirit. Now we just need to figure out the best way to hit him where it hurts. Cassidy, can you share everything you learned in the investigation? Every last detail. I need to know everything. You live in such a beautiful house, don't you? I mean, just look at this place. It's so elegant and the design is stunning. I can't help but feel a little envious. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in an apartment, which just feels so ordinary and mundane. It's as if I'm destined to always be second best in your eyes. I'm at your house right now. Can you believe that? And I just have to say, your wife is really stunning. She has this elegance about her that just makes me feel so small in comparison. My sister looked into some things for me. You know, she has her ways of finding out about people. She started noticing that you've been acting suspiciously lately, and so she hired a private investigator. You can imagine how shocked I was to find out that not only are you cheating on me, but it turns out you actually have a wife. I wanted to trust you, which is precisely why I had to look into it. The truth turned out to be much worse than I could have ever imagined. It's not just about infidelity, it's so much more complicated than that. What kind of reasons could possibly justify such a terrible betrayal? What could make you think that this was acceptable? Excuse me? You really think that's an acceptable excuse? That's not something you just get to throw around lightly. Do you really believe that by saying this, you're somehow making me or your wife feel better? Do you understand how humiliating it is to find out like this? To learn that the person I cared about was living a double life? An apology won't change anything. Your wife is upstairs crying right now. You have a 1-year-old child, don't you? What on earth are you doing with your life? Your wife is devastated. My sister is up there comforting her, and you're here trying to explain your way out of this mess. Do you even realize the gravity of what you've done? Of course, she insisted on coming along because she was just as concerned as I was. Just a moment, she wants to talk to you. The scoundrel! You're an enemy to women! You've betrayed us both! Yes, I had to step in for Izzy. I had a gut feeling about you, and I couldn't ignore it any longer. I was worried sick about my sister and her well-being. I never thought you could deceive Izzy like this. What privacy? You were just hiding your wrongdoings. I did this for my sister. You were lying to satisfy your own desires and needs, and you thought you could get away with it. Your wife is crying because of you. Don't put the blame on me. The fault lies entirely with you. You did this. You made the choices that led us here. What do you mean by philanthropy? That's laughable. Not being able to choose between your wife and Izzy isn't philanthropy. It's irresponsibility. Pure and simple. You can't just love two people and think that's okay without dealing with the consequences. That's not even the point. You were already married before you started dating Izzy. You were supposed to honor your commitment. It's completely wrong for a married man to pursue someone else, to lead another person on while still being tied to someone else. You could have done a lot. Just because you're interested in someone doesn't mean you should give in to those feelings. Restraint is what separates humans from beasts, and you, unable to control your desires, are just a beast. It's sickening to think that Izzy is crying because of someone like you. I never want to see you again. You're vile. You've manipulated us both, and now you're trying to play the victim. You're the pathetic jerk, unable to keep your family and your mistress from getting hurt. I can't believe someone like you exists. You play with people's feelings as if they're nothing. What are you even angry about? My sister didn't do anything wrong, and her words were mostly on point, don't you think? I had a long conversation with your wife. You've been giving her the things I gifted to you, haven't you? It's pathetic. That watch I gave you for your birthday last year, your wife was wearing it. She said you gave it to her. How low can you go? You had the audacity to give her my gift?
No, that's not true. It's a different watch. You must be mistaken.
That brand is from Scandinavia, and it's not well known in America. The design and the band match exactly what I chose. Stop making excuses. You think I wouldn't recognize my own gift?
I'm sorry, but I really did love you. I never saw you as a second choice. I thought we had something special.
You were just making excuses to my sister earlier, too, weren't you? I couldn't care less about that. This isn't about just saying you loved me.
You couldn't care less? That's not fair. I was trying to make things work in a complicated situation.
You acted like you promised to marry me and even pretended to file the marriage license while I'm still legally single. Do you think this is a joke? You think you can play games with people's lives?
I didn't mean to make you feel belittled. I really thought I could manage everything.
Then you must just lack imagination. You couldn't even begin to understand how much I'd be hurt by the truth. Did you think that as long as I didn't find out, it was fine to do whatever you wanted? You treated my feelings like they were nothing.
I knew I had to tell you someday, but I just couldn't find the right moment. Every time I thought about it, I felt paralyzed by fear.
I would have preferred to be broken up with rather than kept in the dark like this. I will not forgive you. You've crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. This isn't over.
This isn't over? What do you mean? What are you planning to do?
You need to suffer. Only then will I feel satisfied. You and your wife must realize the pain you've caused. You need to understand that your actions have consequences.
Hey, pick up the phone. I've just left the office and I'm heading home now.
I'm sorry, but I've already left the house. Your wife isn't home either.
What do you mean she isn't home? Where did she go?
I suggested she go back to her parents' house. I advised her to tell your father everything about you and what's been going on.
You've got to be kidding me. Is she really going to do that?
Yes, and it seems your wife comes from a rather wealthy family. I heard her father is actually the executive at the company where you work. Can you believe it? You're cheating on the daughter of your boss.
When did she go back home? You need to put a stop to this immediately. You have to contact her and make her come back.
Even if I tried to contact her, it wouldn't change a thing. No matter how many excuses you make, it's clear that she won't forgive you for this. It's better for you to just apologize and face the consequences.
But if this continues like this, I might get demoted or worse, even fired.
Let me tell you something. If you've managed to anger the executives, then promotion is the least of your worries. You might even lose your job. This is what you deserve for what you've done.
Did my wife say anything else? Did she mention what she plans to do moving forward? I've been trying to call and message her, but she hasn't responded to anything.
She did say something about wanting to divorce you. Given how wealthy her family seems to be, I don't think it would be a problem for her to stay with her mother and raise the child.
Wait, are you serious? Is she really planning to do that?
Yes, and she's even mentioned that she's going to consult her father and get a lawyer involved. I wouldn't be surprised if she intends to file for damages against you. Your relationship with her is pretty much over.
Over? Just like that?
Of course. How can you expect her to stay after everything? The thought of her husband living with her while also having a relationship with another woman is absolutely disgusting. It's completely justified for her to cut ties with you.
Do you also look down on me now? Is that how you feel?
Of course I do. I can't believe what you've done. It's hard to look at you the same way after hearing all this.
I never imagined it would come to this point. I'd always planned to make things right eventually. I didn't want to lose you, too, on top of everything else.
Stop right there. Why are you trying to make this sound convenient for you now? Don't cling to me like this.
I'm not clinging to you. With everything that's happened, I can finally be free to marry you without feeling guilty about it. I've always wanted to marry you, you know.
Is that what you really think? You're nothing but a liar. If you genuinely felt that way, you would have told me the truth a long time ago. For you, I was just a convenient option, wasn't I?
That's absolutely not true. I cared about you.
Do you honestly think that saying you want to marry me now will make everything okay? You must think I'm such a fool. You know what? I'll be getting a lawyer too. You're going to regret this.
You're gonna sue me? Seriously?
Of course. My sister is looking for a good lawyer for me right now.
Is it that sister again? What's her deal?
Thanks to my sister, I was able to see your true nature for what it is. She supported me through this, and I'm grateful for everything she's done for me.
Great! Thanks to her, I'm facing ruin!
Exactly. But considering you've pushed two people into despair, you deserve to face some destruction yourself. It's only fair.
I swear, I'll never do anything like this again. I promise I'll love only you!
Do you really think that flimsy promise means anything? Your words are just a collection of lies at this point.
I don't mind if you check up on me regularly. I'll prove my innocence to you. Please just stay with me.
Innocent? You think you're innocent after everything? I can't trust a single word you say anymore. There's no path left for you to escape this.
Please, just listen to me. I never intended for things to go this far. I know I messed up, but I really want to make it right.
Make it right? How can you say that? You've been lying to everyone involved. This isn't something that can just be brushed aside with a few words.
I understand that, but I truly believed I could fix things. I didn't want to hurt you or anyone else.
You didn't want to hurt me? Look at what you've done! Your actions have caused so much pain, not just for me, but for your wife and your child. Do you understand the magnitude of your mistakes?
I do understand. I know it's bad, and I'm scared of losing everything. I thought I could manage it all, but now it feels like it's all crumbling around me.
Of course it's crumbling. You built your life on lies and deceit. It's only a matter of time before everything falls apart. It's what you deserve.
I just wanted to be happy. I didn't want to hurt anyone.
Then why didn't you think about that before you started this mess? You had a chance to be honest and choose the right path, but you decided to betray the people who cared about you.
Please, I know I made mistakes. Just give me one more chance to prove I can change.
Change? Do you think you can just flip a switch and everything will be fine? It doesn't work like that. Trust is earned, and you've burned every bridge you had.
I promise I'll do whatever it takes to make amends. I'll work hard to earn your trust back.
Promises mean nothing without actions to back them up. You have to show that you're serious about changing, but how can I believe anything you say right now?
I'll prove it to you. I can't lose you. I'll fight for you.
Fighting for me won't matter if you can't even face the consequences of your actions. You need to confront your mistakes before you can even think about moving forward.
I know. Just please give me the chance to do that.
It's not that simple. You have to realize how deeply you've hurt everyone involved. You can't just brush it off and expect everything to be okay.
I'll make it right, I swear!
After that, I decided to sue Morgan. It wasn't a huge amount, but I managed to recover the investigation costs along with some compensation for emotional distress. On the other hand, it seems that Morgan's wife ended up taking him to the cleaners, demanding significant compensation and child support. She clearly wasn't going to let him off easily after what happened. To add insult to injury, Morgan's career prospects took a nosedive as a direct result of this scandal. He lost favor with the executives, particularly with his boss. And it seems he was demoted as a consequence of his actions. It's hard to believe that someone could be so reckless, especially considering the connections his wife's family has. His salary took a significant hit as well, and the reasons for his demotion spread like wildfire around the office. The gossip mills were working overtime, painting him as the office pariah. He must be facing a cold reception from his colleagues now. I can only imagine how humiliating it must be for him to walk into that office knowing that everyone knows what happened. Perhaps it would have been better for him to just be fired outright. At least that way, he could have saved himself some dignity. Now, he's left with nothing but the consequences of his foolish actions. And it seems that he's suffering quite a bit. It's almost poetic justice, if you think about it. Meanwhile, I've moved into my sister's apartment, and we're sharing the place. The transition hasn't been easy, and the emotional wounds are still fresh, so having her around has been a real comfort. I don't think I would have been able to muster the courage to take the steps I needed to if I had been alone. Living with my sister has turned out to be a lot of fun. We have a great dynamic, and it's nice to have someone to share my thoughts and feelings with. We often end up talking late into the night, reminiscing about old times and discussing everything under the sun. It's a relief to have that support system in place while I navigate through this tumultuous period in my life. My sister has been a rock for me during this time. She has helped me process my feelings and encouraged me to take things one step at a time. There are days when the pain feels overwhelming, and I wonder how I will ever truly heal. But having her there makes it a little easier to bear. We've started to do little things together to distract ourselves, like cooking meals, binge-watching our favorite shows, and event planning some weekend outings to take our minds off everything. It feels good to laugh and enjoy life again, even if it's just for a few moments. My sister really knows how to make me smile, and for that, I'm endlessly grateful. As I think back to what happened with Morgan, I still can't believe how quickly everything changed. One moment, I felt like I was in control of my life, and the next, I was blindsided by betrayal. The sense of shock and anger was overwhelming, but now I'm starting to find my footing again. I've realized that I deserve better than what I was put through. I deserve to be with someone who values me and is committed to building a future together, not someone who would risk everything for a fleeting affair. My sister often reminds me that I'm strong and capable and that I will get through this, no matter how hard it feels right now. The future is uncertain, but I'm trying to remain hopeful. There's a part of me that wants to find love again, to trust again, but I know it will take time. I have to focus on healing and rediscovering who I am outside of this painful experience. With my sister's support, I feel like I can tackle whatever comes next. I'm starting to explore new interests and hobbies, things that I didn't have the time or energy for before. It's empowering to reclaim my life and to focus on what makes me happy. In the end, I know that this chapter of my life, as painful as it is, will eventually lead to something better. I just have to keep moving forward, one day at a time, and as long as I have my sister by my side, I know I won't have to face it alone. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.